Discover the most valuable Kennedy half-dollar coins in United States history, including rare error coins, silver half-dollars, high-value mint marks, and million-dollar collector treasures from 1964 to modern dates. Learn about rare Kennedy half-dollar coin values, hidden minting errors, proof coins, historical facts, grading conditions, and collectible varieties that could make your coin worth thousands or even life-changing money. Explore complete information about the rarest Kennedy half-dollar coins ever discovered and find out which valuable 50-cent coins collectors are searching for today. The legendary 1971 Kennedy half-dollar is one of those mysterious American coins that continues to fascinate collectors, treasure hunters, and ordinary people searching through old jars of coins. At first glance, it may look like a normal 50-cent piece, but certain rare versions of this historic coin have shocked the coin market with astonishing prices. Some collectors believe hidden treasures are still circulating today, waiting to be discovered by someone who recognizes the tiny details that make these coins valuable. The excitement surrounding the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar comes from rare minting mistakes, exceptional condition grades, and unusual varieties that can transform a simple pocket coin into a life-changing collectible worth thousands of dollars. In the world of rare coins, stories like these create endless curiosity because one overlooked coin could hold extraordinary value beyond imagination. The history behind the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar makes it even more powerful in the eyes of collectors. After the tragic loss of President John F. Kennedy in 1963, the United States quickly introduced the Kennedy half-dollar in 1964 as a tribute to the beloved president. By 1971, the coin had already become deeply connected to American history and national emotion. Earlier versions contained silver, but the 1971 issue was struck mainly in copper-nickel-clad composition, making it different from the precious silver editions. Even though it lacked silver content, the 1971 release still became highly collectible because of rare production errors and low-survival high-grade specimens. Over the decades, these coins developed a reputation for surprising values that continue to climb in elite auctions and private collections. One of the biggest reasons the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar can become extremely valuable is condition. Most examples found in circulation are only worth a small amount above face value, but perfectly preserved coins are a completely different story. Professional coin grading companies examine every detail under magnification, searching for flawless surfaces, sharp strikes, glowing luster, and untouched mint condition. The coins graded at the very highest levels are incredibly difficult to find because half-dollars were heavily used in commerce during the 1970s. A nearly perfect specimen can attract fierce competition among collectors who are willing to spend enormous amounts to own one of the finest surviving examples. In rare situations, elite-grade coins have sold for astonishing prices that shock ordinary people who never imagined a half-dollar could carry such enormous financial power. The most thrilling discoveries often involve mint errors. During the minting process, tiny mistakes sometimes occur, and these accidents can create coins that collectors desperately seek. Certain 1971 Kennedy half-dollars have appeared with doubled lettering, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, missing details, or strange die abnormalities that make them unique. These rare errors are like fingerprints because no two are exactly alike. Some collectors spend years searching bankrolls and inherited coin collections hoping to uncover one of these hidden treasures. When a dramatic error is certified authentic, the coin's value can rise dramatically, especially if the mistake is visually striking and preserved in exceptional condition. That possibility is what keeps excitement alive around this famous half-dollar. Another fascinating detail about the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar is the difference between mint locations. Coins were produced at facilities such as Philadelphia and Denver, and collectors carefully inspect mint marks to identify where a coin originated. Certain varieties from specific mints are harder to locate in top condition, increasing their demand. There are also special proof versions created for collectors with mirror-like surfaces and extraordinary detail. These proof coins were never intended for everyday spending, making pristine examples especially desirable decades later. When rare proof varieties appear with unusual minting characteristics or flawless grading, Their values can soar far beyond what ordinary people expect from a 50-cent coin. The dream of discovering a fortune inside a forgotten coin collection continues to fuel the popularity of the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar. Families sometimes inherit jars, albums, or old boxes filled with coins collected many years ago without realizing what might be hidden inside. Stories occasionally emerge about rare coins purchased for pocket change that later turned out to be worth thousands of dollars. These stories capture public imagination because they combine history, mystery, and the possibility of sudden wealth. While not every 1971 Kennedy half-dollar is worth a fortune, certain rare examples truly have the potential to command extraordinary prices in the collector market when authenticated and professionally graded. Collectors are especially obsessed with coins that display powerful eye appeal. A 1971 Kennedy half-dollar with blazing mint luster, rainbow toning, or exceptionally sharp details can instantly stand out from ordinary examples. Eye appeal plays a major role in auction bidding because collectors often compete emotionally for coins that look visually stunning. Some toned examples develop beautiful shades of blue, gold, purple, or orange over decades of storage, creating one-of-a-kind appearances that collectors adore. These naturally aged colors can make a coin feel almost artistic, turning a simple piece of currency into a prized historical artifact treasured for both beauty and rarity. The mysterious 1972 Kennedy half-dollar has become one of the most talked-about coins among collectors who dream of uncovering hidden treasure inside ordinary pocket change. At first glance, this famous American 50-cent coin may appear common, but certain rare examples have stunned the coin market with astonishing values that continue rising year after year. Collectors search endlessly through old collections, forgotten jars, and inherited boxes hoping to discover one of these rare pieces because the right 1972 Kennedy half-dollar in extraordinary condition can command breathtaking prices. The excitement surrounding this coin comes from its history, its connection to President John F. Kennedy, and the rare, minting details that separate ordinary examples from coins worth life-changing amounts of money. The story of the Kennedy half-dollar began after the tragic assassination of President Kennedy in 1963, when the United States introduced a new coin honoring his memory. By 1972, the Kennedy half-dollar had already become deeply connected to American culture and national emotion. Millions of these coins were produced, but time transformed only a tiny number into elite collectibles desired by serious numismatists around the world. Most people spend these coins in everyday transactions without realizing that some examples would later become highly sought-after treasures. Today, the 1972 issue remains fascinating because rare surviving specimens with exceptional quality have become increasingly difficult to locate. Condition is one of the most powerful forces behind the value of a 1972 Kennedy half-dollar. Coins that survived decades without scratches, fading, or heavy wear are incredibly rare because half-dollars circulated heavily during the 1970s. When collectors discover a coin with blazing luster, razor-sharp details, and nearly flawless surfaces, excitement spreads quickly through the collecting community. Professional grading companies carefully examine every mark and detail before assigning grades that can dramatically increase a coin's market value. A perfectly preserved 1972 Kennedy half-dollar can appear almost untouched by time, glowing with original mint brilliance that collectors are willing to pay extraordinary prices to own. One of the biggest reasons collectors obsess over this coin is the possibility of minting errors. During production, mistakes sometimes occurred inside the minting presses, creating unusual coins that became extremely rare. Certain 1972 Kennedy half-dollars have appeared with doubled letters, weak strikes, clipped edges, die cracks, or off-center designs that instantly attract collector attention. These minting accidents transformed ordinary coins into unusual historical artifacts that stand apart from millions of normal examples. Error collectors often pay huge premiums for dramatic mistakes because they are unique pieces of mint history that can never be duplicated again. The mint location also plays an important role in the value of the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar. Coins were struck at different United States mint facilities, and collectors carefully study mint marks to identify their origins. Some mint locations produced coins with stronger strikes or lower survival rates in top condition, making them more desirable today. Special proof versions made for collectors also exist, featuring mirror-like surfaces and incredible detail that make them visually stunning. These proof coins were handled with greater care than regular circulation pieces, which is why flawless examples continue attracting strong collector demand decades later. Many treasure hunters believe rare Kennedy half-dollars may still be hiding in plain sight. Old coin albums passed down through families sometimes contain forgotten gems worth far more than their owners realize. Stories occasionally emerge about collectors finding valuable Kennedy half-dollars inside bank rolls or inherited collections, turning small discoveries into remarkable financial surprises. This possibility fuels endless excitement because people love the dream that a simple coin could hold hidden fortune. While not every 1972 Kennedy half-dollar is valuable, the rarest examples continue proving that extraordinary discoveries remain possible for those who know what to look for. Another reason these coins fascinate collectors is their incredible visual appeal. Some 1972 Kennedy half-dollars developed beautiful natural toning over decades of storage, creating brilliant shades of gold, blue, violet, and silver across the surface. Collectors often compete fiercely for coins with exceptional eye appeal because every naturally toned example becomes unique. A stunningly preserved coin with glowing luster and vivid color can stand out dramatically at auctions, attracting collectors who appreciate both beauty and rarity. In many cases, visual perfection alone can push values much higher than ordinary examples of the same date. The market for rare Kennedy half-dollars continues growing as more collectors enter the world of coin collecting. Modern collectors are fascinated by the combination of American history, rarity, and the thrill of potential hidden wealth. Auction records for elite-grade Kennedy half-dollars have shocked people who never imagined a 50-cent coin could sell for enormous sums. The finest known examples are treated almost like priceless works of art, carefully protected and proudly displayed in elite collections. These extraordinary coins represent the very best survivors from an era that continues capturing the imagination of collectors worldwide. The incredible 1988 Kennedy half-dollar is one of those mysterious American coins that quietly hides enormous collector fascination behind its ordinary appearance. Millions of people have handled these coins without realizing that certain rare examples can command astonishing prices in today's collector market. To most people, it is simply a 50-cent piece, but to experienced coin hunters, the 1988 Kennedy half-dollar represents a possible hidden treasure capable of shocking discoveries. Rare conditions, unusual minting errors, and perfectly preserved examples have transformed some of these coins into highly desirable collectibles. The possibility that one forgotten coin could hold extraordinary value is exactly what keeps collectors searching through old collections, inherited boxes, and bank rolls every single day. The history of the Kennedy half-dollar gives this coin a powerful emotional connection that still influences collectors decades later. The series was first introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination, and it quickly became one of America's most recognized coins. By 1988, the coin had already become a symbol of American history and remembrance. Although the 1988 version was produced mainly for circulation, fewer people actually used half-dollars in everyday life during the late 1980s, which created an interesting situation for collectors. Many coins were stored away instead of heavily circulated, yet truly flawless examples remain surprisingly difficult to find today. One of the most important reasons the 1988 Kennedy half-dollar can become extremely valuable is condition. Collectors are obsessed with coins that appear almost untouched by time. A coin with brilliant luster, sharp details, and smooth surfaces without damage can instantly attract serious attention. Professional grading services examine these coins under magnification, searching for perfection in every tiny detail. The highest graded examples are incredibly rare because even small scratches or weak strikes can lower the grade significantly. When a nearly flawless 1988 Kennedy half-dollar appears at auction, collectors often compete aggressively because elite condition examples are considered treasures within the numismatic world. The excitement surrounding this coin becomes even greater when rare minting errors are involved. During production at the United States Mint, unusual mistakes occasionally occurred, creating coins that stand out dramatically from normal examples. Some 1988 Kennedy half dollars have appeared with doubled inscriptions, die cracks, off-center strikes, or unusual surface abnormalities that make collectors extremely excited. Error coins are fascinating because they represent accidental moments in mint history that can never be repeated exactly the same way again. A dramatic and clearly visible mint error can multiply the value of a coin far beyond ordinary expectations, especially when combined with exceptional condition. Collectors also pay close attention to mint marks because the location where a coin was struck can influence rarity and value. The 1988 Kennedy half dollar was produced at different mint facilities, including Philadelphia and Denver, while special proof versions were created in San Francisco. Proof coins are especially admired because of their mirror-like fields and frosted details that create a beautiful contrast. These collector-made coins were handled with greater care than circulation pieces, making pristine examples visually stunning. A flawless proof Kennedy half dollar from 1988 can become highly desirable among advanced collectors who appreciate perfection and historical significance. Another reason collectors continue chasing the 1988 Kennedy half dollar is the dream of hidden fortune. Stories occasionally spread through the coin world about people discovering rare coins inside old collections or inherited family belongings without realizing their importance. A coin forgotten in a drawer for decades might suddenly reveal extraordinary collector value once properly identified and graded. This possibility fuels endless excitement because every collector hopes to uncover a rare specimen overlooked by others. Even though most 1988 Kennedy half dollars are common, the rarest and finest examples prove that remarkable treasures can still exist in ordinary places. Visual beauty also plays a huge role in the value of these coins. Some surviving 1988 Kennedy half dollars display incredible eye appeal with glowing mint shine and attractive natural toning developed over many years of storage. Certain coins develop soft shades of gold, silver blue, or rainbow coloration that collectors find mesmerizing. Coins with exceptional visual character often attract stronger bids because they appear unique and unforgettable compared to ordinary examples. In the world of rare coins, beauty can sometimes be just as important as rarity, especially when collectors compete emotionally for ownership of an especially attractive specimen. The market for Kennedy half dollars has grown steadily because modern collectors appreciate the combination of history, rarity, and mystery. Younger collectors entering the hobby are increasingly fascinated by stories of valuable hidden coins discovered in everyday places. Auction houses continue showcasing elite-grade Kennedy half dollars as prized collectibles, and some top-condition examples have achieved surprisingly strong prices. The growing interest in American coin collecting ensures that rare and exceptional Kennedy half dollars remain highly desirable among serious buyers and long-term investors who value historical American treasures. The fascinating 1997 Kennedy half dollar is one of those hidden American treasures that many people overlook without realizing the incredible collector excitement surrounding certain rare examples. At first glance, it may appear to be just another ordinary 50-cent coin, but in the world of coin collecting, some 1997 Kennedy half dollars have become highly desirable because of their condition, rarity, and unusual minting characteristics. Collectors across the world continue searching through old jars, inherited collections, and forgotten coin albums, hoping to uncover one of these valuable pieces. The possibility that a simple coin could secretly carry extraordinary value is what makes the 1997 Kennedy half dollar so mysterious and thrilling for treasure hunters everywhere. The history of the Kennedy half dollar series gives the 1997 issue powerful emotional significance. The coin was originally introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination, and it quickly became one of America's most iconic coins. Even decades later, collectors still feel deeply connected to the series because it represents an important moment in American history. By 1997, half dollars were no longer commonly used in daily transactions, which created an unusual situation where many coins were stored away instead of heavily circulated. Despite that, Finding truly flawless examples today remains surprisingly difficult because even tiny imperfections can prevent a coin from reaching elite collector status. Condition is everything when it comes to determining the value of a 1997 Kennedy half-dollar. Most circulated examples are worth only modest amounts, but coins preserved in extraordinary mint condition can attract intense collector demand. Professional grading experts inspect these coins under magnification, carefully studying every surface mark, strike detail, and trace of original mint luster. A coin that appears almost untouched by time becomes far more valuable because so few survive in that level of perfection. High-grade specimens with sharp details and brilliant surfaces can become centerpieces in advanced collections, especially when collectors compete for the finest known examples. The excitement becomes even greater when rare mint errors enter the picture. During production, mistakes occasionally occurred inside the minting process, creating coins with unusual appearances that collectors desperately seek. Certain 1997 Kennedy half-dollars have surfaced with double designs, die cracks, clipped edges, weak strikes, or other unusual minting abnormalities that instantly increase interest. These errors transform ordinary coins into rare historical accidents that cannot be recreated. Collectors are fascinated by these mistakes because they tell a story about the minting process itself, and dramatic errors combined with excellent condition can create astonishing market values. Mint marks also play an important role in the collector market for the 1997 Kennedy half-dollar. Coins from Philadelphia, Denver, and special proof versions from San Francisco each attract different levels of interest among collectors. Proof coins are especially admired because they were produced with polished dies and carefully handled surfaces that create a dazzling mirror-like appearance. These coins were made specifically for collectors rather than circulation, making pristine examples highly desirable decades later. A flawless proof coin from 1997 can appear almost jewel-like under bright light, capturing the attention of collectors who appreciate beauty and precision. Many collectors remain obsessed with the dream that valuable Kennedy half-dollars may still be hidden in ordinary places. People occasionally discover rare coins tucked away inside old family collections, forgotten piggy banks, or rolls obtained from banks. These discoveries create excitement because they remind everyone that hidden treasures may still exist in plain sight. The 1997 Kennedy half-dollar represents that exciting possibility. While most examples are common, the rarest varieties and highest condition survivors continue proving that remarkable value can exist within an ordinary-looking coin. That mystery keeps collectors searching year after year with hope and determination. Another fascinating aspect of the 1997 Kennedy half-dollar is eye appeal. Some coins develop beautiful natural toning over time, creating shades of silver blue, gold, purple, or rainbow colors across the surface. Collectors often become emotionally attached to coins with extraordinary visual beauty because every toned example develops its own unique appearance. A brilliantly preserved coin with exceptional color and strong mint luster can stand out dramatically at auctions or collector showcases. In many cases, a visually stunning coin attracts much stronger demand than an ordinary example with the same technical grade. The market for Kennedy half-dollars continues growing because collectors are drawn to the combination of history, rarity, and the possibility of hidden fortune. Modern collectors love the excitement of searching for overlooked treasures that others failed to recognize. Auction records for exceptional Kennedy half-dollars have surprised many people who never imagined a 50-cent coin could command such strong prices. The finest known examples are treated almost like priceless artifacts, carefully protected and admired for their historical and collectible importance. This growing fascination ensures that rare 1997 Kennedy half-dollars remain highly desirable among serious numismatists.